Testing. Okay, sound works. Hopefully the Wi-Fi will cooperate. So our Wi-Fi's been pretty iffy. I mean, it's been working fine, but I think it's our router is 8 years old and our modem's 10. Or it's the other way around. I don't know, one of those two. But it's old. Okay, 110. Should be it. I haven't played in a while. 9 days, dang. Has it really been? Yeah, I guess it would have been last Saturday. Okay, I am level 20, so what we're actually going to do is go back here. We're just gonna do some side stuff today. Get my level up. Okay, I was just playing RE4, so I'm gonna have to remember okay. Let's find out what this is.
Are you all right, Hunter? Were you injured when the war party was ambushed?
Not exactly. And I'm not a hunter, or a brave, or anything really. You shouldn't even be talking to me.
Well, whoever you are, you're hurt. What happened?
My name's Kren. I thought I'd have a go at the trials at the hunting grounds over the rise, you know, hone my skills. It didn't go very well.
You got injured at a hunting grounds? How?
Well, I was aiming for a canister on the back of a grazer, and my bowstring snapped, and I tripped, and... forget it. It wasn't pretty, okay? I just wanted to train a bit. Hunting grounds are perfect for that. They offer trials, which are like challenges, and they give you marks if you accomplish objectives or beat certain times. The keep is up there on the hill, just to the north. Talk to him to do a trial. I'm sure you'd do better than I did.
Why did you say you weren't anything at all, and that I shouldn't talk to you?
I stole a bow, okay? And got cast out. This was before the proving, so now I can't even fight for my tribe in its time of need. I have to live in the wild by myself, which is why I wanted some training. Honestly, I'm just glad the Keeper would talk to me. I think he might be in exile or something. He doesn't seem to care about the laws of the matriarchs.
Things aren't exactly going your way, are they? Is there anything I can do to help?
No. I'll be all right. My father always said All Mother had a plan for me. Before he got run over by a strider, anyway.
I need to get going, Kren.
All right. Be careful. Especially if you're heading north. And be sure to hit the hunting grounds if you want to train up. Hello again.
I should go.
Don't worry about me. I'll be fine.
Hey, Mike. That is very true.
I spoke to Kren.
Hope
He
you've been
told me
good.
this is a hunting grounds where you offer tests of skill.
Poor Kren. Not the best hunter, but at least he keeps his chin up. You bear the mark of a seeker. I've heard of those, but never seen one. You have the Matriarch's leave to come and go as you like from the sacred land?
Yes, but I would have gone even without their permission.
Is that so? Then maybe you and I can speak
Doing
plainly.
fine.
Truth is, I've had dealings with the Karja.
Hanging in there.
I represent an organization called the Hunter's Lodge in Meridian. We test promising young hunters with trials at places like these. You might be just the kind of person we're looking for. Why don't you sample the trials and see? Just to be clear, though, I'd appreciate it if you kept our conversation in confidence, especially when it comes to the matriarchs.
You're not supposed to be here, are you?
No. My friend and I left the sacred land and returned. The matriarchs wouldn't approve, to say the least. We're hunters at heart. Left because we wanted to find new herds and new machines. That's why the Hunter's Lodge appealed to us. But the Karja wouldn't have us if they knew we were Nora, so we wore Karja clothes when we brought our marks to them. After a while, it felt like we were caught between worlds. Not quite Karja, not quite Nora. We started to miss home. So we came back and set up our own hunting grounds.
You think it'll work? Staying here without the Matriarch's permission?
I'm not sure. But we don't believe in their rules. There's a big world out there, and ignoring it doesn't help anyone.
He ain't wrong.
Tell me about the trials.
The Hunter's Lodge hosts hunting ground trials throughout the world, each offering hunters a chance to test their skills.
What do I get for completing them?
Pride in accomplishment, as well as marks, depending on how well you fare. Here, we offer the tools trials.
What kind of tools?
Hunting isn't just about your bow. It's about using everything available to you, even your surroundings. You'll see once you start taking the trials.
What is the Hunter's Lodge?
It's a group of hunters who compete to bring down the mightiest machines in the land, run by the Karja in Meridian. You can see it yourself if you win 3 half-suns from the hunting grounds. Just to warn you, though, they're not fond of Nora.
Did you? Okay, let's
Pick
see
one
what
of
this
these
is.
trials, and I'll explain it.
Let's see. Parts alone, log pile, blast fire?
Ready to choose your trial?
Parts alone,
Test your
I guess?
skill with bow and arrow by shooting parts off the backs of grazers as quickly as possible.
Oh boy.
I like that one. Slide down a rope and I'll start timing.
I'll do what I have to. I'll override them if I don't spike them.
Not good at this, y'all.
Here we go again.
I'm gonna make it. We've all misspelled a quote or two here or there.
You won a full sun on your first try. Improve on your time, and you could win the Blazing Sun. This trial tests your ability to use the environment to your advantage. Shoot log piles to make them fall, crushing machines below. Remember, you can use explosions from your blast sling to scare machines into fleeing where you want them to go. Hope you enjoy it. I'll start timing when you slide down one of the ropes.
Shooting log piles, how? Okay, let's see here. I have no bombs. Hold on.
scanning for me.
No, they didn't go the way I wanted them to go. Darn it. Shoot. Bro. Well, that didn't work. No. Don't. Oh my gosh. I hate you.
Safe. For a few minutes, anyway. It'd be fascinating if they weren't looking for me.
I can't figure out how to get them to come this way. Make life take the lemons back. Get mad, I don't want your dang lemons. With the lemons! Actually, lemons are not a natural occurring fruit. We invented lemons. We literally gave life lemons. So... I really am not good at this. Yeah. Oh, come on! This way, you... I'm not good at this.
Out already?
And I basically used up all my ammo. I have to get them to where the log piles are and crush them, but they're not coming this way. Can't figure out how to make them go this way. That's not gonna work. Alright, hold on.
Now they're hunting me.
Yes, there are log piles everywhere. What's up?
Here they come.
Alright, I got one! Only took me 7 minutes, almost 8 minutes. Yeah. Plotting this is gonna be difficult because I am not good at stuff like this. And I have lost... Can I... Just like, I have lost them. Where are they? Yeah. Gosh darn it. It's not rigged, I'm just very bad at this. I think I can give up. I don't want to do this anymore.
I'm still timing your trial. Keep going. Oh, you want to stop that one? No problem.
Time for me to head out.
I'll be here when you're ready to test yourself.
Yeah. You can come back anytime. Okay, let's see. Complete 3 trials at any of the hunting grounds and qualify for 3 half-sun. I would have just left. I would have been like, nah, man, I'm out. Peace. No, thank you. Kyler, really? Did you just use up all of your points? Hold on. Ugh. Oh gosh. There, I have no more water. Probably do need to hydrate considering I slept like almost 24 hours. Oh, okay. I kind of want to. Where am I? I don't even know where I am. I kind of want to see if I can find this. It wasn't like a straight 24 hours, but I went to bed around like 6 a.m. yesterday, and I didn't completely wake up until like 11 today. But I was awake a few times. I did get up, and I took the dog out, and I ate some food, and I watched some, but I literally could not keep my eyes open longer than like an hour. It was wild. I was very, very sleepy. I'm sorry, how am I getting... Okay, maybe... I'm a determined cookie.
Snow. It's not getting any warmer out here.
A pocket shitstorm tour, day 2. My father guest lectured here. A 300-level military history course on the age of human air power. Might as well have been teaching medieval siege tactics. I was 8 when he died.
I guess there's not a picture? Okay. Hi, Ma. You brought me here once to see Baba teach. I didn't know it at the time, but the class was like something out of the 20th century. He stood behind a lectern in a real space lecture hall, raising his unamplified voice to be heard by flesh and blood cadets seated in plastic chairs. This being 45 or 46. Our air forces must have already been 60-70% automated, but the academy was still old school, literally. I was awake for over 24 hours. That's fair, yeah. I don't even know what time I woke up on Thursday, but I didn't go to bed until like 11 on Friday. I suppose the quaintness of the setting fit the subject he's teaching. The age of human air power, 1909, question mark, question mark, question mark. The cadets probably thought the question marks were wishful thinking or willful ignorance. From their perspective, the era of human pilot was already over. But not for Baba. I can still see the medals he kept in the drawer in the bedroom. The inscriptions in Sanskrit, touched the sky with glory. He said, one mint. Even as a Commodore in the IAF, he kept flying. He'd kept flying. He still remembered what it was like to sit in the cockpit with his hand on the stick and his finger on the trigger. And that's how he died. June 5th, 2048. At the funeral, some Metallurgic International rep said we should be proud he died defending the free markets. Even then, I knew that was a lie. He died defending Int's claim on the Tantala mine. That's what he died for. And why stop the truth-telling there? Really, he died because Int wasn't yet rich enough to afford a fully automated fleet, because it wasn't cost-effective to upgrade a military surplus razor wing with improved electronic warfare gear. He died because human combat pilots were just as obsolete as the crates they put them in, and just as expendable. Yeah, Kyler's very, very old. When he sprawled into the jungle, our family crashed with him. For weeks you couldn't get out of bed, and then came the hospital, me staying with neighbors, even after you recovered, even when you said all the right things and promised to be okay. I didn't believe it. Something had broken between us. I felt like an orphan, and nothing seemed to matter anymore, which is how I lived for the next 7 years, until it almost killed me. Ignore that. I totally didn't just do that. See, it says it.
I can guess why there was a vantage here.
Yeah, Spotify said he was very, very old.
A pocket shitstorm tour. Date.
In the game, yes. I don't understand. I think that's supposed to be a picture. Guess not. Okay, let's do this. I was pretty close to my age. Why do random people always want to follow you on Instagram? Like, bro, leave me alone. I think, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, I was 29. So not horribly off from my actual age. Not gonna say what my actual age is, but I had hold on, 216642. Which is apparently 150 days of listening. So, yeah, rookie numbers. Um, my top song was "Ordinary" by Alex Warren. He was 3 of my 5 top songs. He was my top artist, which is kind of funny when you realize he only has 1 album out. What's this? Special orders. Text data point. All personnel currently assigned to Company E, 5th Battalion, 3rd Civilian Guard Brigade, Aurora Zone. 1. Report to the Verticarrier Bay Onyx at 0500 hours and board. Assigned Vert departure at 05030 hours. 5:30 hours? Uh-oh. No, she was number 2 this year. She's been my top artist for the past couple years, but she was number 2 this year. And I didn't have one of her songs in my top 5. Which is the first for a while too. Yeah, my top were Ordinary by Alex Warren, Bloodline, Alex Warren and Jelly Roll, Silver Spoon by Aaron LeCount, Burning Down by Alex Warren, and No Death by Mercy Me. But my top album was surprisingly not Alex Warren's. He had it's actually kind of my top album was by my favorite Christian band, but so Alex Warren released like half of his album last year, and then he released the whole thing this year. So both of those are my second and third albums. My second and third top albums. And then Life of the Showgirl was my 4th album, and Speak Now, Taylor's version, was my 5th. Yeah, Alex was my top. Taylor Swift was number 2. Sidewalk Prophets was number 3. One Direction was number 4. And Noah Kahan was number 5. Which is actually kind of wild because I listened to like 3 of his songs. 4 of his songs. I love Noah. He's good. I'm excited for his new album. Arrive in Beret Manzabigu at approximately 0000 hours local time. Lodging assignments and duty schedules to receive upon landing and intake. 3. Assist FIDM personnel and Binakan civilian battalions in A. Construction of defensive obstacles along the Channel coast, and B. Ballistic perimeter shielding around the Aeropuerto Internacional de Barrero. De Barrero? Whatever. I am not good at words. 4. Upon completion of construction duties, participate in combat and base defense training operations in anticipation of enemy contact. 5. As always, comport yourself so as to be a credit to your unit, your country, the goals of operation, enduring victory, and yourself. Special orders end. I love One Direction. I think part of it was because, Liam passed away, and so I started listening to One Direction again. Ooh, what's this? Right? 2016 is making a comeback, y'all.
These will keep.
All One Direction songs are bangers. Some obviously more than others, though. I have my favorites. Hope you've been good, by the way, Kyler. I know you said you had school starting.
Can't be too prepared.
Hey, that is a good song. That makes sense. Just ignore that, it's fine. Seriously. Is it on the roof or is it in the building? Huh. Oh, what's happening here? Oh, I see, maybe? Am I climbing something? What? I'm confuzzled.
So much for being careful.
Don't mind me, I'm just trying to figure out where this thing is. What is happening? I have no idea who that is because I have not played God of War Ragnarok. Bro, I'm so confused. It says there's something here, but there's nothing here. No, I don't have any blaze. Yeah, I've only played God of War so far. I do have Ragnarok though. It seems like there should be something up here. But I don't see anything. I don't even know what a metal flower is.
Oh, you're not
There
ordinary.
it is. First metal flower found. It wasn't even in the house. Rude. Another trophy down. What's this?
Hardy little plant. You'll help.
Okay. Let's see. Something here, but it's not. Interesting. Hmm. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just running around exploring. Yes, playing as Leon is going to be so much fun. I'm so excited for that game. I just played, I was going to start Miles Morales, but then I was like, I didn't want to have to switch out my discs every time I wanted to play a different game, so I decided to start, go back to Resident Evil 4. So I played some of that today. Okay, we're good, we're good. Oh,
Metal
flower.
flowers.
Thank you.
Well, why not? This isn't a cave. It's a ruin.
But I'm so excited for RE9. Terrified, but excited.
Red light. I'm not getting in. Haven't seen one of these since I was a little kid. I think the old ones use numbers like this to indicate time. These devices are missing power cells. I'll have to find power cells to get these to work.
I'm definitely playing in third person. A metal flower of unknown design, possibly used to promote seed germination, includes an embedded code fragment. Trade sets of these flowers in Meridian for valuable rewards. Level 25? Well, dang.
Armor. From the age of the old ones. But how do I get to it?
I wonder if this is the armor Tristan was telling me about. How do I leave? Where is the exit? Please and thank you. I'm super pumped for Leon's gameplay, not so much Grace's, because I'm a wimp. And that thing that stalks her is very creepy. Right? And apparently the thing can turn off the lights in a safe room? Like, I'm sorry. My safe rooms are supposed to be safe. That's why they're called safe rooms.
They saw me. This is...
Oh! What the heck is that? Oh. Okay, no, we're good. It's just a sawtooth. Oh, look at the flowers in the water. Pretty. What is happening? I'm very confuzzled right now. Okay, there is a vessel somewhere within these ruins.
The scrapes.
I don't know, man. It gets dark and it gets light. I just go with the flow. Here. Oh, that's the washer. The shards have allowed you to disable resources modifications into 15%.
No space.
Interesting. Okay, I know there is something around here to find. Just don't know where. Maybe over here? First Amendment virtual. Does the First Amendment apply? Okay, I read that. I read that. Oh, is this where,
Save these for the trail.
oh yeah, this is where I was. Okay, there is something here, but where?
Scrabbling a bit. I'm so confuzzled right now.
There is a vessel somewhere. In this search area, but I'm not seeing it. There he is. There's the tall neck. Hello, friend. Whatever. I don't know, man. Can't find whatever's in the ruins.
Oh, mother, guide my head.
Was that it? I spent all that time. And it wasn't even in...
Good for an old remedy.
For all mother! Great.
You will not escape me!
Don't let up!
For the Nora!
I'll find a use for you. Lucky me.
Hello? What are you doing?
Good hit. You'll do.
Oi!
Off I go.
Alright, let's see here. Devil's Thirst. Hello, friend. Oh, darn it, darn it, darn it, darn it, darn it. Hold on. Oh my god. I want out of here! How do I get out of this building? Bro. That's such a cool mechanic.
Every vantage a story.
A pocket shitstorm tour day 4. It's hard to believe Metallurgic International used to be headquartered in this dreary old ziggurat. Wyatt's office was on the 2nd floor from the top. If Emmett had a policy against workplace romances, he probably wrote it.
That's so cool. You can see what that used to look like. And if we go here. Text. Hi, Ma. Looking back, it's almost comical now how much I detested Wyatt. I hated everything about him. His lumpy face, his bad skin, his always calm voice, his out-of-style suits, and especially his stupid cowboy name. I don't care how badly you want to assimilate, there is never any excuse for naming your kid after a gunfighter. I couldn't believe you replaced my Baba, a decorated combat flyer, with a corporate drone. So I made it as hard for you as I could. I was beyond cruel. I accused you to your face of only being interested in Wyatt for his money, called you, my own mother, a gold digger and worse, refused to attend the wedding, then got myself arrested the night before just to cinch the point. It took me years to understand the obvious. Of course you married him for his money, for my sake, not yours. Before Wyatt, the job you were working didn't even cover food and rent. When you didn't get overtime, we slipped deeper into debt or went hungry. You literally couldn't afford to spend time at home, let alone pay childcare or rent a nanny bot. Meanwhile, your son was out of control, a truant and a thief, not even out of junior high and already a drug addict. If you'd only had yourself to worry about, I think you would have politely refused Wyatt's interest. You were no stranger to the hardship. Compared to what you went through getting out of Kolkata in 2037, simple poverty probably seemed like a cakewalk. You knew how to survive, but your son didn't. I was headed nowhere at ramming speed. You married Wyatt to save me, for the stability and opportunities his money could provide. If it wound up working, but not as smoothly as you hoped, before it could be saved, I had to die first. But that's a story for the amphitheater. I think it's so cool how it shows, like, what they were. Okay. Do not want to become friends with a Belloback. No, thank you. So, we're just gonna ignore that. Hi, Ivy. Did I scare you? My dog's looking at me like, what the heck? Hey, Ralph. Let's go. She says hello. She's looking at me like I've lost my marbles, but that's okay. She always looks at me like that. I seriously, this really does remind me of The Last of Us Part 2. Like, not the game itself, but just the... And we don't have any carrots. Not the lighting, like, the ruins, you know? Like the cars submerged in water and all of that. Alright, let's see here. How long will it take me to find this?
Ouch.
That didn't even hurt. She did. Aha! This is it. Cracked once dear to the old ones, bears the legendary Heart's Wayfarers. The Great Gatelands. kind of funny. The guy who asked me to, one of the guy, there is a couple people, but the one I talked to who asked me to collect them, thinks that they were made in sets of 4 for shaving. Like, you had one for like water and one for shaving cream and all that. He thinks, and I was like, what if they were like, what if they drank stuff out of them? And he was like, no, 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 that's much too simple for what these are. I was like, they're mugs for water and coffee. Oh, I love it so much. I love it so much. He is. Bro is losing it.
It's too steep. Have to find another way.
Am I stuck? Okay, there we go. This is actually kind of fun. So it's somewhere around here. We're looking for purple.
Oh, might need that.
There is so much stuff to collect in this game. It's kind of overwhelming. Shows a curious flying machine. Ah, those weren't too hard actually. What is this? What I wanted to do, there's no fire, but what I wanted to do was find there's Mother's heart. Yeah, there was quite a few. to find Shellwalker Convoy. Devil's Grief. What is this? I'm very, very curious. But I wanted to find where Alien Roosts lived. I don't know. Where that is. Interesting. Just look at this map. Look at how big this map is. And all the stuff I haven't uncovered. A little bit overwhelming. So, yes and no. I think technically, like, if it has, like, these are collectibles with the question marks, you have to collect those. And then you have to do the corruption zones, because I think there's a trophy for that. And, like, if it's just, like, this, it's telling you that there's those kinds of machines there. And I think those are just always there, even if you kill them all. I think they come back. And then obviously you've got the campfires. And then places, and then the merchant. If you find the tall neck, and you like go to the top and you scan it, and it unfogs the map for you. Anything that's green has been done. So you found the campfire, or you've found the ruins, or you've done the one tall neck I've done. If it's green, it's done. And then once you find the collectibles, those disappear off the map. And I think these are just telling you where that particular machines are. Yeah. You can filter. You can tell it what to show and what not to show. So if you take that off, it takes all of the machines off, and then it takes the campfires, and then you take the merchants. Yeah. So you can filter to make it less confuzzling. I think I actually want to go here. Am I on my trusty friend? Okay. Travel here. Oh, and it's raining. Awesome. Oh, is someone home? Nope. I don't have the money to buy it, and I haven't watched any playthroughs. Okay, technically I do have the money to buy it, but I would rather like pre-order RE9 or Lego Batman or something. I'll get to it eventually. I'm assuming I have to climb the building. And then you've got all of these to find, which is all of this stuff. There's so much stuff. Okay, I think this is the one I just found. Supplier, personal log, user 78678963. Finally got a lead on a vat meat supplier out of Tulsa. Seems affordable. Samples scheduled for delivery later tonight. They do everything: beef, chicken, pork, mutton, even alligator jerky, which I didn't even realize was something people want. If the quality is adequate, this enterprise kicks into high gear. Stuff what my dad said about real space dining. Legacy industry, my butt. Yeah, there's a lot to find in this game. And it's very overwhelming. How is this fire still going? Okay, I'm assuming I have to climb the building, but I don't know how I'm climbing the building. The fire does have plot armor. Ah, there it is. I knew it had to be somewhere around here. Now where do we go?
Here, I can look into the past with my focus.
A pocket shitstorm tour, day 6. I was fresh out of rehab when we saw the metallurgists play the Heart's Wayfarers. The Emmett jersey looked pretty funny. Hopefully you're sorry.
text, "Hi Ma." So this would have been late May or early June. I was only a week or two out of rehab, still feeling pretty raw, pretty jangly about sober life. You'd already gone toe-to-toe with Mr. Gerson, that jerk principal who tried to block my remission. I was looking at 8 weeks of summer school to make up for all the courses I'd flunked, but I didn't mind. Without drugs, I didn't really know what to do with myself yet, so I welcomed the structure. The metallurgists were playing the Wayfarers, and as usual, Wyatt had box tickets, but this was the first time I'd agreed to go. Heck, it was probably the first time I ever agreed to do anything as a family. In retrospect, I'm surprised Wyatt was willing to bring his hellion stepson to a public event so soon. I'd seen teams slug it out in Hollow before, of course, but seeing it in the real was a whole other thing. The size of the machines, their speed, the way they bashed each other to pieces, it was intense. All at once, my fascination with tech, which had kind of faded as I'd sunk into the drugs, came roaring back. When Homie Ramen, the team's chief engineer, stopped by the box at halftime, I was all over him, busting with questions like a one-boy press conference. Looking back, it wouldn't surprise me if you took me to that game hoping to get me excited about tech before I headed into summer school. Or was it that you wanted me to catch a glimpse of corporate privilege? It was always your dream that I ended up in engineering or business. Well, there was plenty of engineering on display when Connor 12 scored with an 18-meter rocket jump, and plenty of VIPs and even C-levels in the box with us when we cheered the goal. Yes, yeah, it was a setup. You knew what you were doing. Always did. I just think it's so cool. Like, to see what the buildings looked like before they went bye-bye. Yeah. Yeah, we're in the US. I don't remember, I think... Hold on. Horizon Zero Dawn is set in the post-apocalyptic American Southwest, primarily in Colorado, Utah, and parts of Wyoming, Arizona, and Montana. Featuring familiar landmarks like Cheyenne Mountain, All Mother Mountain, and Yellowstone, the Cut DLC reimagined in the 31st century. Get Arizona! My home state! Yeah, so I think this is Colorado and Utah, and then over here we get into Wyoming, Arizona, and Montana. Because it's more deserty. I think Forbidden West... Yeah. Horizon Forbidden West is set in a post-apocalyptic version of the southwestern United States, specifically covering areas that were once parts of California, Utah, and Nevada. I forgot that this was technically set in... Some of this was set in Arizona. I think they'd have to get special permission for that.
Ho!
I regret my whole life right now. I can't do anything in the water. I can't do anything in the water! I don't think so. Oh, cool. Yeah, I think I've heard of it. I just don't think I've ever watched it. It's not in any of the streaming services. How rude. Thank you. That was slightly terrifying. Alright. There is... There's vessels somewhere in here. Alright. That is this area pretty much done. We're gonna find this campfire. My goal is to find all the campfires. Oh, is Gamma home? No. Yeah. Gamma home? Okay. Yeah, let's find... Come here, Ralph. See, this was a street. It seriously just reminds me of downtown Seattle from The Last of Us. Oh, it's biscuits.
They're angry. going down. Saving these for the trail.
Leave Ralph alone. That's my Ralph. No, Ivy's gonna go crazy. Okay. Yeah, the scars were wild. Bros just come out of nowhere to attack you? So rude. Alrighty. Let's see, I don't remember. I think this is the one. Yeah. All the way up there. Yeah. There are a lot of things I liked about Season 2, but there were a lot of things I didn't like about Season 2. I think if I were to rewatch it,
Those machines are alert.
I wouldn't like it as much the second time around as I did the first time.
I can get out of this.
Oh yeah, I'll watch it. I'm definitely not excited as I was for Season 2. No, 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 no. Is that a tank? That was a tank.
Keep quiet now. The snow's got a bite out here. Eclipse.
I'm not showing any focuses at that location. Shouldn't be anything you can't handle on your own. Carry on.
What was that?
Thanks. On my own, all right?
Don't let it end like this! Right! Ah!
Ah! Ah! Scratched a bit, but you'll last. The Grave Horde. And the shadow of a metal devil. Great.
Bye, friends. Thank you for coming with me.
They're inside too.
I thought. Power of the shadow.
Oops.
That does it. Time to take a look around the room. Operation Enduring Victory. What did that mean? Whatever it was, doesn't seem to have turned out very well.
Titan inbound, same play as Akron. Base defense locks it down. We engage, sever the limbs, blast out the fountains.
Another day in the life. Record time, we close. Anthem be on point. Hoorah!
A battle. Frozen in ice and time. you getting this, Silence? Silence?
Looks like quite an enduring victory we put our foot in today. Contact in 30 seconds.
Hey, think that's enough time for Sobek to finish Zero Dawn? If this is really it, I gotta say, it's been an honor to serve beside these tanks.
Here it comes.
Brace for contact!
Say again, Lieutenant.
I got some. Titan is through the defenses. Still on approach. Ah, crap. A live one. And he's pissed.
We got no mobility in here. It'll punch right through us.
We hold the hedge at all costs. Then push back out.
Silence, you getting this?
What is it?
All these soldiers. They died here.
People die all the time. I'll keep going and find something interesting.
Must have been where the soldiers slept. Like the lodge in Mother's Heart, I guess.
Log. First battle of the Eastern Seaboard Wall. Had a long run up to it. This was before Kalmar, and projections were a lot worse for the East. For 3 weeks, we kept getting scrambled out to some coastal burg to train Minutemen. It was always raining on account of Europe already being torched. Block after block of prefab barracks. They were still printing barracks right up until the hour the main force hit. The Minutemen? We ran combat drills with them in the streets where they'd lived, trying to pretend they might live to die somewhere else if they paid attention. Nothing worse than the ones who actually bought into it. Hopeful, pestering us with questions about Zero Dawn like we know something they don't. I swear, the more we do this, the more like the bots we are. Except they learn from every fight. And us? I'm not so sure. Log. Third Battle of California Marine. The swarm came in from the Pacific, and I don't know if it was the local Minutemen or the crazy 15th, but they'd set the garbage patch alight. Man, the sea was on fire. That stuff was...
What was this place?
The first wave of bots came in covered in burning sludge. It bought us an hour or two of slaughtering them on the beaches before the swarm recalculated. We pulled them inland, back through the Kalmar sprawl. Dropped buildings on them, EMP'd the grid. Standard operating procedure. The last time I was in California, I was 5, 6? The light was like that vintage social net filter that was everywhere in the 40s. Recalls, I've been instructed to remind you of Article 115 of base policy regarding unauthorized use of processor cycles. Specifically 115C. Any holographic simulation not directly related to operational training or efficiency. Consider yourself reminded and enjoy your gaming.
I know it's been days, honey. I'm so sorry. Deployments are getting real long and tougher every time. The swarm's getting better at predicting us. Less of us now. And we have to put in 10 times the work for everyone gone. Like a family business on hard times, only... This isn't my family. It's not with you. I still try to see you. The life we had in the eyes of the people out there. I remember when they were glad to see us. When they still had hope. It all seems to be slipping away. I don't even recognize the places we're defending. The only thing I know I'm still fighting for is You. Zero Dawn to turn this around? Whatever the hell that is. Thanks for the mails, you. Time goes fast on active duty. 4 months with the wreck and recalls, I don't know, 20 drops. In and out of the West Coast, fighting with these civilian enlistees, scrappy guys and gals. Their training is basically, here's a DEW, when you see a bot, hit it. But somehow it's all coming together. Between us and the 6th MRB, we took down Horus at Lithium Beach. Pulled out before its buddies arrived, but to see a big one go down. I hope you made the news, honey. Showed everyone we're gonna have a shot at turning this around. We just need to give Project Zero Dawn the time it needs, and everything will be the way it used to be.
It was the metal world. Guess they were used to it.
Looking back, log Corporal Serrari A. Looking back, I thought 64 was shaping up to be a pretty good year. No more drinking and no more mercenary sec work. Stripping offshore wind farms for the Des, just me and a plasma cutter, 400 feet above sea level. Then I got the recall alert. Read them up on a turbine in the smell of cooking ozone. They covered every angle, better pay, amnesty for any combine wars you'd fought in, guaranteed citizenship. Which I thought, okay, what's the catch? But what we did think was, I guess we're better than the boss after all. Big talk from Harris about pride and duty. Smart guy, he was right. I've been proud to be a U.S. soldier. I jumped at the chance to be one again. And look at what I landed in.
Just one bed. Maybe they're war chief's room.
Last night we got talking about D-Day 55. I was a kid then, only a few years out of boot camp. General Simby and a drone hangar. Summer and the sky was bare, the heat was killer. They say U.S. human combat forces were being disbanded. All automated now, were last cycle's tech. Out like the old net. 1 million more on basic in a century recession. Could be you'll help build the robots that took your jobs. Or if you know how to handle a power suit, you could find a place that still uses manual labor. Maybe in the Des or China, where not our problem. Low suicide risk, it said in my discharge file.
Red light. Guess that means no power. The holographic interface. It must be some kind of code. Maybe I should try scanning objects in this area. Useful information. Three power lines, 3 sources. That makes 1.
Hey, y'all wanted to know how I remember the geotherm system reboot? Goes like this. The bird flies north in summer, east in spring, west in fall, and south in winter. Didn't expect to hear nature poetry from the lips of Mike the GT Tech now, did you? As usual, I defy expectations.
Y'all wanted to know how I remember the geotherm system reboot? Goes like this. The bird flies north in summer, east in spring, west in fall, and south in winter. Didn't expect to hear nature poetry from the lips of Mike the GT Tech now, did you? As usual, I defy expectations.
That's 2. One more.
Oh hey, I actually managed to figure it out. Nice.
Okay, that did it. Sounds like that did it. Tools being used, and voices. More clips. Must be another way in. It's them, all right. They're not looking for answers, just weapons. Need them soon enough.
Thanks for the mails, you. Time goes fast on active duty. 4 months with the wreck and recalls. Fighting with these civilian enlistees. Scrappy guys and gals. That's all coming together. Between us and the 6th MRB, we took down a horse. I hope it made the news, honey. Showed everyone we're turning this around. We just need to give Project Zero Dawn the time it needs. I know it's been days, honey. I'm so sorry. Deployments are getting real long. We have to put into work for everyone. Like a family business. I still see you in the eyes of the people out there. They were glad to see us. They still had hope. I'm still fighting for you.
Status report. 9th Mechanized Response Brigade, Commanding Officer Lieutenant Fiona Morell. Unit morale continues to be adversely impacted by outbound engagements against the Pharaoh Plague, especially when said engagements occur in sectors where civilian guard enlistees have been heavily engaged. The scope and nature of fatalities suffered by civilian guard and unarmed civilians in these sectors defy description. And witnessing it is generating a pervasive sense of hopelessness in the unit. Accordingly, I once again request that deployments of the 9th MRB be temporarily refocused on facilities that are mission critical to Project Zero Dawn. And once again, I request an immediate update on the status of Project Zero Dawn's timeline.
Ames, I don't even know if you're alive anymore. The mails I get from you, they say they're from you, but they don't sound... They sound recycled. Phrases put together, and you don't say anything about the news I pass on. The containment zone, the rebreathers, the rioting, One Earth. What happened in the Dallas bubble, Ames, that wasn't the robots. They won't even give me a straight answer when I demand to know if you're still alive. They just say if your messages keep coming, then you're still operational. It's not fair, Ames. It's not fair that you won't be with me when the lights go out. I love you.
That's so sad.
Ames, I know I mail you too much. I'm just proud of what you're doing. Everyone back home is. We got moved inland 10 kilometers, just as a precaution, they say. School's still in session, so I get to keep my eye on Andres and Reggie. We never know where or when you're fighting, but when the VTOLs go over, all the kids run out and wave. I believe in you. I know nothing's ever gonna be the same, but I believe in you. I believe in us.
USRC deployment records, December 2065, Week 1, confidential. Operation Kickback. Reno, Nevada. Civilian Guard Armor Battalion skirmished with Vanguard elements of the Pacific Northwest Swarm PN-12. Engagement began at 0600 and concluded with a withdrawal at 2100 the following day. Losses in excess of 40% reported. Operation Thick Skull. Shenandoah Valley, SA Tech, Virginia. 12th MRB, supported by Civilian Guard, fought a real guard action against the Eastern Seaboard Swarm ES-17. Engagement began at 0800 at approximately 1400. 12th MRB reported the position was overrun and received authorization to detonate SA Tech facility, inflicting significant damage on ES-17. Surviving elements of 12th MRB withdrawn to Akron, Cleveland defensive line. Operation Body Blow, Akron, Ohio. 9th and 12th MRBs, supported by sustained aerial strikes, assaulted the Horus-class Titan, resupplying the Eastern Seaboard Swarm ES-18. Engagement began at 0400 and concluded at 2200 with the elimination of the Titan. Note that this is 9th MRB's third Titan kill with minimal losses. Brigade readiness. 3rd MRB refused recall orders for Operation Pinhint. Pitch hint deployment along Pensacola, Tallahassee defensive line. Court-martial proceedings underway. 7th MRB recalled from New York engagement zone to reinforce Wichita Theater ready. 9th MRB refitting at USRC facilities ready. 10th MRB transferred to Palmar. Data corrupted. The lore goes deep.
This'll come in handy.
Get out.
Oh, there's a lot of lore.
What is this?
That? It's a map.
A map of what?
Our world. The planet Earth, Aloy. It's not flat like you thought.
Why would I think that? During eclipses, the shadow cast on the moon is curved. So our world is a globe. And it looks like this, from a distance.
We'll discuss this another time. Back to the matter at hand.
The Faro robots were spreading across the world, eating everything up. Somehow, Elizabeth stopped them before it was too late. But how?
Matt, you got all those ropes in there on top of the dog food. Well, next to the dog food. Aren't those the ones you took down for this year?
Oh.
She was going to put them away in the boxes. I don't know why else the boxes are.
Oh.
Please tell me that's not going to come alive and try and eat me.
The eclipse. Tampering with the metal devil. They don't think they can wake it, do they?
Watch out!
Oh, come on.
Sun and shadow.
Another Kopish. And this one can move.
don't want it to come alive and eat me now. Me no likey.
The Eclipse. Tampering with the Metal Devil. They don't think they can wake it, do they?
Watch out! Sun and shadow.
Another Kopish. And this one can move.
Where'd he go? Shadow take you! Get in there! Finish this!
ones with the water side.
Really, I just called.
Just look, there's not in there.
It's just like the big nativity over there, but it was ugly. It's
There's no cardboard box under there with nativity stuff.
Plus all my boxes with the alcohol in them.
Those are under there. The records and those are under there, but there's also 6 boxes of plants.
They have to
No! I'm not doing anything! I can't make any. Okay, I see, I see. Hallelujah.
They had to fight hundreds of those all at once.
That was, yeah, some of them got their heads knocked off.
Hallelujah.
Crystal punch bowl and it has... You can use my black tub right here that I bought, and I'll get another one. And I'll just swap this.
I'll tuck that away.
That was wild. Oh, my hand hurts from squeezing the... thing for so long. I was just going at it wrong though. If I had used my normal arrows from the beginning, I would have gotten it a lot faster, but you live and you learn.
Thank you, Dr. Sobek. You can take a seat.
Oh.
What? You're going to thank her after what she just said? Dr. Sobek has made the situation very clear, General, and given us an option. We should all be thanking her.
Oh, it's just... I mean, my God.
Maybe take this discussion offline.
There's not going to be any discussion. You saw the numbers. Now, Pharaoh, he'll foot the bill, but his money can't buy the time necessary to complete Zero Dawn. That can only be paid for in blood. Oh, come on. If we upgrade our fleet, crack the code somehow...
Were you not listening? Robots can't do the fighting for you this time. When it comes to hacking, this rogue swarm is an apex predator. Anything automated you throw at it, they will hijack and take over.
But this? We'd be throwing civilians into a meat grinder. Commanders, the enemy we're facing self-replicates faster than we can kill it. And it eats biomass as fuel. Zero Dawn is all we've got.
I want to know what Zero Dawn is.
So we put a railgun in the hand of every civilian strong enough to carry one, show them where the trigger is, and point them to the front? How the hell do we sell that?
By giving them something to fight for. Zero Dawn. The top secret super weapons program that will save us. So long as humanity holds up long enough for Dr.
I want to know what it is, though.
No.
The file I'm sending contains the war plan for Operation Enduring Victory. War plan? This is a war crime. It may be ugly, but it's something. Consider the alternative. Dr. Sobek, I've secured use of a decommissioned orbital launch base outside Bryce, Utah as the Zero Dawn staging area. Plenty of space there. When can you get started?
I've already mailed you a list of alpha and beta candidates. Most are foreign nationals or subjects of corporate holdings, so extracting them...
Leave that to me. You'll get your dream team. Count on it.
Then I'll be off. Orbital launch base. What is that? What did these people do? What did Elizabeth do?
Dr. Sobek, as projected, the Wichita salient has collapsed. 5 Horus-class Titans have broken through. We predict contact in 34 hours.
Everything is in position, General.
Oops. Didn't mean to do that.
Glad to be rid of that place. Now I just need to find the orbital launch base they talked about.
I've checked my data and located the base. That's the good news.
And the bad?
It's directly underneath the Citadel. The palace at Sunfall.
The capital of the Shadow Carja. Not exactly convenient.
The palace is crawling with Eclipse agents. Many in positions of authority, all of them wearing focuses. The moment they see you, Hades will too. He'll issue another kill order, and this time, the entire Shadow Carja military will be after you.
So, disable their focuses. You've done it before.
It's not that simple. Too many focuses in one place, each of them communicating with each other and back to Hades, a whole network of them.
Network? What's that?
Imagine a vast, invisible web stretched across the land from end to end, connecting focuses together, allowing them to communicate over vast distances instantaneously.
All right, so is there some way to cut the web down?
Crash the network. Audacious. Yes, there is a way. A weak point in the network.
Point the way.
I'll send the location data to your focus. Head there, and I'll be in touch when you're close with more directions.
Oh, Zero Dawn. What sort of super weapon did Elizabeth make? She stopped the machines, not before the world she knew, her civilization, ended. Let's hope it won't come to that again.
Dr. Sobek, as projected, the Wichita salient has collapsed. 5 Horus-class Titans have broken through. We predict contact in 34 hours.
Everything is in position, General. It took a few shortcuts to pull everything together, but Zero Dawn is functionally complete. Good to go.
That enduring victory served its purpose after all.
Yes, if we'd had even one day less.
I've sent you an encoded file, Doctor. Please do me the favor of archiving it.
I'll see what I can do. What is it?
A brief statement. An allocution of crimes, I guess you'd call it.
To what are you admitting guilt?
Over the past 16 months, Doctor, I have presided over the greatest wholesale slaughter of military personnel and civilians in the history of history. Genghis Khan, Hitler, Stalin, Sorabella. Add them all together. They don't even come close.
You didn't do the killing, General.
No, not directly. But I didn't wind up the highest-ranked military commander in the United States by resisting the automation of the armed forces. Even before the swarm, Doctor, I was helping death along. So, instead of letting what I've done sink into the murk, forgotten, I set a file with all the details. Let posterity judge my actions with clear vision.
I'll do as you ask, General. But you should consider that were it not for your actions, our actions, there wouldn't be any posterity to judge us.
Perhaps. Dr. Sobek,
At ease, General. And goodbye.
hell of a thing.
Now, how am I gonna get down from here? Oh, this should be quite the ride.
I can't remember how many. They got, I think when Annie was little, and someone broke the head off, and I glued it back together. Yeah. I think there was one big one and two little ones of each color. Yeah, it's good, I think. Alrighty, well, I'll bring the lights and stuff tomorrow. A lot of them, there are square bulbs. But the ones on the screen, they literally have paint on them that chips off. So it's definitely not something wrong with
I got stuck.
You know, you could probably find your bulbs in the
I mean, I think they take the same type as the ones that go in like the villages.
I don't know how we're supposed to get.
They take the same type.
Now, how am I gonna get down from here?
Okay.
Oh, this should be quite the ride.
Okay, well, I'll talk to you later then. Okay, bye. See, she pays attention. She goes, I remember the old nativity, and she goes, I remember the choir. They're in red and blue, and there's one big one and one little one of each. I said, there's actually two. And then she remembers.
I don't think so. I think it's just a really big dead machine.
Put them somewhere.
I'd do that again, if it weren't so much work to get back up there.
No, these ones don't.
Oh, they did?
I think they stopped working last year. Yeah, not this year. So he would notice if these ones were working. Yeah, that's good.
Okay, well, just keep them. I'm not gonna worry about it. I already got rid of that many years ago because he was gonna go through them and fix them.
And then we have all of that, and we have all the ones that he had.
Yeah, no, but would it be worth pulling some of the bulbs out? Because the problem is the new ones don't fit.
I mean, if you wanted to spend hours.
Well, no, I wouldn't pull all of them.
Okay,
The
let's
old
see here.
ones don't fit the new ones, and vice versa.
Heavy lifter, combat override, scavenger.
It's not worth it.
Knocked
So you got the nativity?
dodge prowess.
Okay, bring the choir down.
Strike.
Punch bowl. I'm doing
Strike from below, I think.
But, she'll definitely.
Alright, let's find.
As long as Thomas is a pastor, they're going to be hosting people to their house and stuff. But I have this tub now. If we need another tub under the stairs. No, but why don't we get rid of the little one and just use the big one? You know what? What's in that little one? Just lights?
This?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just too big.
Okay.
Probably some of the ones that Daddy has to watch together.
Okay, well, wait a minute.
Alright, we made some
the set
progress
out of
today.
Get the set out of the window. And then I have another set like that now. Oh no, both sets are in that window. But I don't know where.
sleeping on a dining table or something?
I think I'll probably stream
Yeah, we're on the dog crate.
tomorrow or Thursday. Not sure. Thanks for hanging out, Kyler. I hope you have a good rest of your day and good luck with school. Thank you to all the nerds. Enjoy the VOD. You too, friend. Appreciate you. And all the other nerds. I'll see y'all next time. I believe in you, Kyler. I believe it. You can do it. I believe. You're gonna kick school's butt. I'll see you next time. Thank you, nerds. Bye-bye.
This one's ready. It's not necessarily built. From now on, I'm just going to mark them Christmas.